Hey guys, so I'm joining a bunch of Michigan students with an organization called Crew on campus to create these hashtag one defining moment videos. And so the point of these videos is there's a lot of negative things on social media, which I'm sure you've seen, just negative comments, just discouraging stuff, and a lot of stuff that doesn't have any worth. And so what we desire to do is to bring real talk back to Facebook or Twitter and Instagram and everything. And we just want to have deeper conversations than just looking at lots of things that don't help a lot of us. And yeah, so to do that, we're creating these videos where I'm just going to share a defining moment in my life and just a little bit about me. So throughout high school, just was picked on a lot. I was really small, but a little bit overweight, like 5 foot 150, and just those two things didn't help me. With getting along with people in high school, I got picked on a lot, which made me really angry, and it also made me just have a really negative view of myself throughout high school and just continuing on after that. I wasn't able to relate to people as well. I was angry at people. I was angry at myself. It hurt my relationship with God and my family. So then going to college, I had another rough freshman year. I had a bunch of roommate troubles and just didn't feel like anything was right and didn't know if I should be at Michigan, just stuff like that. Thankfully, I found Crew about a couple weeks in to my freshman year, and they were the first people that liked me for me. They truly just showed me that I was loved and that I was important, and I still struggled with the view of myself, but it was nice to have other people think that of me. But it would actually almost make me angry when people would encourage me. People would be like, hey, like, you did a great job. And I'd be like, well, obviously you don't know anything because you're wrong. Like, I'm not good at anything. Didn't feel like I was good at school or anything, sports, anything that you'd encourage me with. I'd basically just in my head tell myself that they were lying to me to make me feel better. So it's really hurt just how I lived life. Like, it just made me sad a lot and just not feel good inside. I resorted to other things instead of going to God with these problems. So especially after the end of my sophomore year, I found out my grades weren't good enough to declare my major at Michigan, and I had to transfer to Eastern. And this was just like the final blow. Like, I failed everyone. I was so upset and so hurt and so mad at myself that I wasn't good enough. And yeah, it was really hard. But then that summer, actually, after my sophomore year, I went to Ocean City, New Jersey, and right away, we went on a missions project, and right away, one of our project directors, she said that comparing yourself to others is sin. And having a negative viewpoint on yourself is sin because God created you in His image and He thinks you're perfect. And so thinking of yourself less than that is actually wrong. And I had never heard that before. I didn't know that thinking I was worse than people was bad. I was just like, well, I thought it was me being good. Like, I'm not better than anyone. But it's actually a bad idea because God loves you. And He loves you unconditionally. And He loves you no matter what. And so comparing yourself to others is hurting your relationships with others, and it's also hurting your relationship with God. And so if you're able to stop comparing yourself to others, then you can run to Jesus, just open arms, and truly have this relationship with Him. He loves you for who you are, and that was a huge thing for me to learn that summer. I remember my discipler that summer was like, all right, so you're going to encourage yourself and tell me why you like yourself for 10 minutes. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I was like so uncomfortable with the idea of telling anyone any reasons that I liked myself. But it just really helped me, and it made me just so excited, and it was a huge relief to not feel like I had to live for anyone else and to just know that encouragement is good and you should accept it and be able to encourage yourself. And it's still been a struggle, but I've been really able to work through it and work on that a lot. And there's still moments where I feel just really down about myself, but I know that my friends and family love me for who I am, and the most important thing is that God loves me and He wants a relationship with me, and He does for you too. And that's the exciting part. God loves everyone, and if you have any more questions about this, I don't want this video to be extremely long. But yeah, feel free to ask me, and I'd love to talk about it with you. Or if you see this and you think it's really cool, you can either like it or share it, or make your own video. That'd be great. So yeah, thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.